Sail the seas and ye shall find crews aplenty o' varying kind, on galleons or sloops, Xbox and PC, players like you and players like me. We all play this game for various reasons, with play styles and goals for every season. But just like this rhyme, you'll notice some patterns, and for your survival this sometimes matters. But don't worry friend, Alpha Land's here to break down this list while we sails appear. These be the 8 crews ye meet in Sea of Thieves. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's a little hard to keep up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Don't worry, at least we didn't put it next to the ladder. And unfortunately, no, the rest of this video is not all in shanty. The Combat Crew. This is one of the most common crews, or at least the one we can all expect to find out on the regular. Now, fighting is a normal thing in Sea of Thieves, sure, but the Combat Crew are the kind of players who really take that to a whole new level, and take to the pirate thing maybe too quickly. Whether it's because they're used to the dangerous playgrounds of Grand Theft Auto, crossing over from the battlefields of Call of Duty, or changing the P in PUBG to pirate, these players seek other ships to destroy them. They see other crews as challengers and the seas as their multiplayer. The Combat Crew can be spotted from afar, but you'll get confirmation once they get within cannon range. Racing towards you from off in the distance, you'll have time to prepare your rebuttal, but sometimes you don't have that luxury, as they'll find you in port, mid-quest, or even surprisingly sneak up on you in the middle of the sea. Don't expect a friend request from these players, and if they do send you a message afterwards, maybe it's best just to delete it without reading it, because they definitely don't feel guilty for slaughtering you and taking your hard-earned bounty. In many ways, these players are like the backbone of the Sea of Thieves experience. You can never let your guard down. You need to be prepared for any ship to turn out to be a combat crew. We are just a bunch of pirates after all, but occasionally, someone decides they'd rather break the mold. The Friendly Crew. Ahoy! One of the rarer crews, the Friendly Crew is the galleon that won't just pass you, they'll stop to ask you if you need any help with a quest or an achievement. Sometimes these players are just in good moods, but there are players who are pacifists, peacemakers, or just plain helpful. Now, whether you return the favor or not is up to you, but you have to admit they make for the best memories. A friendly chat can turn into hours of fun with new sailing buddies, taking on skull forts with multiple ships, having overcrowded ships, or having a 5-player band. Rare even included several achievements you can only unlock by working with another crew. Or if you want to go the evil route, you can shoot your would-be teammates in the face and sink their ship and have a jolly good time in the middle. I mean, my vote's for the longer fun time, but hey, you do you. The community has voted for a few ways to show you mean no harm. Pointing your cannon skyward and turning off all your lights is a pretty clear sign that you don't want confrontation. Of course, there will be wolves in sheep's clothing, so like we said before, always be wary. You never know what secrets lie beneath the hull. The Rich Crew. Easy to identify from near or far, these crews have been very fortunate one way or another, and they've used their good fortune to deck out their ship first, and even their character if they have seconds. Complete with colored sails, painted sides, and a big old figurehead on the front, the Rich Crew can be filled with dedicated players who have grinded away at fetch quests, been very successful pirates and attacked tons of crews, though hopefully not that last one if they're the ones right nearby. Or maybe they're streamers who have exploited their fan base to join crews last minute to gain gold and boost their ranks to pirate legend at a faster rate than even the publishers expected. But I mean, who would do that? I mean, not my pirate legend, that's for sure. A rich crew can also be a crew with just one rich player. So you'll need to see what outfits the crew have on if you interact with them to know who is the most experienced player. Most likely it's the one who could actually afford a hat and coat. Ship customization is not cheap in Sea of Thieves, which surprised a lot of players on launch, so you have to admire the dedication of the rich crew. Though as time goes on, more players will save the proper coin for a paint job, and rich crews will become so common it'll be rare to see default colors. Won't that be a funny time? When you can see a default ship, and you'll have to wonder if it's a new player or a disguise. The Sneaky Crew. You'll never see the Sneaky Crew coming until it's too late, or maybe not even at all. Now, I don't mean a ship that can sail past yours without a whisper. I'm talking about the eternal debate fusing into a hybrid entity. I'm talking about pirate ninjas. A A combat crew will light you up with cannons or board your ship guns ablaze, but remember, sneaky crews are the ninjas of Sea of Thieves. The sneaky crew consists of conniving sloops that have players swim under your galleon and blow it to the bottom of the sea with a single gunpowder barrel. The kind of pirates that'll sneak aboard your ship, take your villainous skull, and jump overboard before you even know they're there. These are the players that rely on stealth, cunning, and you not noticing them. You'll be grateful that maps can't be swiped from your pockets with these players on the high seas. While you may hate them while they're being effective, remember, their plans typically rely on going unnoticed, or specifically one player going unnoticed. So when you and your entire crew do notice that pirate swimming at you with a gunpowder barrel, or hiding behind the captain's quarters, or trying to hide below deck, it can be incredibly satisfying to thwart their plans. Before we meet our next crew, a quick PSA. The Leaderboard gives away a console every week. That's right, just a free console giveaway. To enter our weekly console giveaway, go to www.leaderboard.nyc/giveaway and log in with virtually any internet account. For your best chance to win, you're going to want to subscribe to the Leaderboard on YouTube and sign up for our email updates. You can also follow us on social media and tell your friends about the giveaway for even more chances to win. The Hoarding Crew. The Hoarding Crew has been stocking up for quite some time, taking multiple quests before heading to ports for some challenge, or maybe an achievement, or maybe some self-imposed challenge for their stream. And just like a piñata, if you break open the Hoarding Crew, you'll find tons of treats inside. The Hoarding Crew is hard to spot at first, unless they're hiding their glowing treasure in a very visible location. But if you take them out, it'll be very apparent. Typically, they'll play more passive, hoping to keep their booty safe. But they know they have to fight, and that you might be able to add to their haul. Like a cornered animal, they'll have a lot to lose, and they'll fight hard for it. The Hoarding Crew is the ideal find of the combat crew. The combat crew is always looking for hoarding crews, like a natural prey and predator situation. Only a few steps away from being a rich crew, if you dash their dreams and steal their stash, be prepared for an angry message in your inbox. Or possibly a post on the subreddit Sea of Thieves saying how you're a horrible person. Try not to take it too personally though. They made a choice, and so did you, but they're suffering the consequences. Everyone has their own way of having fun, especially our next crew, the Meme Crew. If there was ever a wild card, it would be the Meme Crew, as they're bound to do something incredibly predictable because they saw it on YouTube, or something completely random because they're taking a challenge from their stream. The Meme Crew plays their own game inside the game. Hard to identify from a distance, these players are just as likely to ask you to join their crew as they are to throw a bucket of puke in your face. Either way, you're probably going to get a story out of it to tell your friends. With any luck, you might just find your name in a clip that went viral. Let's just hope it's for something good like, Best Duelist in Sea of Thieves? You won't believe who wins, rather than, you won't believe how much treasure I stole right out from under their noses! While these crews are also rarer, they can be more powerful. The tactics they employ may very well shape the community if they catch on. We've already seen that Rare is putting out plaques to players with impressive stats. Let's just hope that these crews use their powers for good. The Knowledgeable Crew. The Knowledgeable Crew is a crew of scholars, experienced players, and hopefully kind folks willing to share what they know. These players learn the stats of the weapons, like that it takes 5 sword slashes to kill a full health character, the spawn rates of animals on each island without the use of a website, mind you, lore about the world, like did you know that mermaids are pirates that drowned at sea, and that the ones that take you back to your ship are only on their second stage of transformation, and more. Rare has done an excellent job putting fun little interactions in Sea of Thieves. For example, when your character pukes from drinking too much, if you hold your bucket, you can catch your own vomit and use it later. There are tons of little nuances, some of which are totally pointless, like that the Kraken cries every night at 3 a.m. But some can be incredibly helpful, like storing a bucket full of water in your back pocket will decrease the water level, helping you save your ship from sinking. If you get one of these players on your crew, you can quickly become one and join their ranks. And like a virus, this knowledge will spread and eventually all the fandom will rise up. In 1 year's time, so much will be discovered and become common knowledge. But these players are the early adopters, the creatives and experimenters that paved the way. They may not be remembered, but their impact will be felt, unlike our last crew, the Chicken Crew. You'll never actually meet the Chicken Crew if they're doing their job right, cause they'll run from you the second they see you. Always on the horizon, out of reach. These players have probably had too many run-ins with combat crews or pirate ninjas, or maybe they've just heard the stories and seen the YouTube clips. Either way, they aren't going anywhere near you. and you're not going anywhere near them if they have anything to say about it. This crew is easy to spot, while also being hard to notice. Maybe their ship is filled with rare chests and they don't want to take any chances, but it's just as likely that it's their first game and they're just super protective of that castaway chest. You can chase them down, prove them right, and show them why they should fear you. Or you can let them go on their merry way. Let them grow their levels, fill their pockets, and gradually come into the fold of gunslingers, buccaneers, and pirate legends. Either way, they'll come to learn this is a PvP game at its core, whether they like it or not. And just like the progression of their merchant quests, they'll go from chickens to snakes. Just that awkward phase of being pigs in the middle. And there ye have it, the 8 crews you'll meet in Sea of Thieves. Tell us below of which crews you've met of these. Comment on others we might have missed, or tales you have had on your adventures and trips. Once again, I be your host, your buddy Alpha Lancy. And if in our video did hold your fancy, give us a like or even subscribe. Hit the bell icon too to watch videos on time. And last but not least, if you liked these rhymes, check out our channel for more similar times. On Leaderboard with the wind at our backs, your home for video game facts.